Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning, man. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Got a little stuffiness going on. Got a little phlegm. A little phlegmage. I'm trying to get that to come up. Got to go with some old school ways. I think I might go back to sleep, tie an onion across my feet. Take that onion, tie the onion across your feet. That'll draw out all the toxins in your body. That's all you need is a good onion. That's when being single matters, you know. If you got somebody in your life, they're not going to let you sit there with the onion on your feet. But if you're by yourself, onion foot yourself to death. You're good to go. Welcome to See You in the Morning, man. It's my horrible idea to get up every morning around 7:15-ish and give y'all just a little bit of me, just what's going on in my world, what I'm thinking, how things are going for me. I do that, and I don't get paid for it. I put my Cash App up here all the time. Nobody sends me any money. This show is poorly funded, but I do it every morning. I don't understand why. I don't know why I continue to do this. And I was talking about it yesterday. I was like, I'm finna to quit. And someone's like, no, we need you in the morning. And I was like, y'all don't need me. I'm easily replaced. But we're here now, and we're going to make some things happen. If this is your first time hearing this, thank you so much. You are about to experience something so cold. If you've watched the show before and you decided to come back and watch it one more time, hey, man, I appreciate you even more than anything, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I appreciate it. First thing I do on this show every morning is I speak to everybody. If I ain't sleep with you, I'm going to speak with you. So let me go ahead and speak to my medalists. First three people, of course, get a medal. Winning the bronze today, Franita Rollins-Delk. Franita. Winning the silver, T. Riddick. Tamika Thomasia. I think it's Tamika, though. It could be Tamika Thomasia. Tamesia. It could be a lot. T.O. Misia, or T.O. Mika, or T.O. Masia, T.O. Masia. All right, now moving on. And winning the gold today, Kim Cat Thomas Jones. So gold goes to Kim, silver goes to Tamika, Tamesia, Thomasia, and bronze goes to Franita. Also here this morning, Denzel Glover, the Equalizer, Lisa Bazemore Bishop, Rochelle's in the building. The Sheriff, Roberta, Katrina, Tanya's here, Brianne, Cynthia's here, Courtney, Trouble is in the building, and Crystal Sex Appeal is here as well. Jamie, Princess, Melissa is all in the building, Crystal, Pernell, Shannon, all of them are in the building. Now, today is a hangover day. Today is coming off of the best weekend of the year, of course. It's when NFL season starts. Now, if y'all really want to get some in-depth ideas about how I feel about the NFL season starting, good morning, Sharon Anderson. Tune in tomorrow evening. Special start time instead of 8:30 when we start at 9 o'clock. Y'all will be okay. Y'all can make it. It's a short show. It's a Second Give, which is my sports show that I do every week on Tuesdays. Second Give will be on. We'll recap what happened in the NFL. We'll talk about college. We'll talk about Coco winning the U.S. Open. A whole lot of stuff, man. The United States not getting the medal in the World Cup of basketball, which is crazy. We talk about all of that. Now, I knew I was having a bad sports weekend. I should have put money on the Cowboys winning last night. I should have put money on it. I knew I was having the ultimate bad sports weekend. My Alabama Crimson Tide lost, then my Broncos failed to win, and I knew death comes in threes. So Alabama lost, the Broncos lost. It was just a guarantee that the Cowboys were going to win. Good morning, La Shaunda. It was a guarantee. Good morning, Dolores. I knew the Cowboys were going to win, and they did. When things start going wrong in my life, they go wrong hard. And so then that's not hard, because if it goes wrong while hard, that's a different thing. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you this morning? Just seeing my friend Jennifer. Now, interesting perspective about what happens. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing when couples like separate teams and those teams play each other. I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, my good friend Jennifer, I was in her wedding, along with her wonderful husband and co-host of Second Give, Alonzo. Jennifer is a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is different. That is different. You don't find a lot of women who are Steelers fans, because the Steelers are a gritty team. The Steelers, when you think about the Steelers, you don't think about tutus and dresses. The Steelers are gritty. You think Timberland boots, hard hats, construction workers. That's what you think of when you think of the Steelers. And a lot of ladies are with that die-hard sound for the Steelers. The Steelers are, that's how the Steelers are. So you don't always see a lot of lady Steeler fans. So when you see a lady Steeler fan, you know you got something. You already know you got something going on. That lady Steeler fan is gonna be different. She'll cook for you and she'll cut you. So my friend Jennifer is a Steeler fan, and Zoe, of course, her loving husband, is a 49er fan. So the Steelers played the 49ers, and they went to the game together. Awesome. So I just think when you got in a relationship and you got opposing teams and y'all battle, it just adds so much spice, I think, to the relationship. But now they don't play often. I think it's better when they play all the time. Like if you're an Eagle fan and your spouse or significant other is a Commanders fan, or if you're a Cowboy fan, Giant fan, if you're a Seahawk 49er, a Bronco Raider, Patriots, the world. Like if y'all get to play twice a year and y'all know y'all gonna play every year, I think it adds a different level of spice. That should be something you look for when you out there dating. Find out what team they like and see how often they play. But they went up there to Pittsburgh to the game, and I think it's interesting. I think it's great. I love it. I love when love and football come together. There hasn't been a love and football movie yet. I'm gonna write it. I gotta figure out a way to write a love and football movie. And I've got a cell phone, so I can record it and put it on Tubi. It ain't, Tubi has no requirements. You can do anything and get on Tubi. So I can just record it, put it on Tubi. I think it'll be a smash hit. Love and football. Now Denzel said it's great that they went to the game because the Steelers didn't go to the game. That's a hurting feeling. It hurts when you go and lose. But here's my thing. If you go to see your team play and your team fails to win, it's better to me for them to get blown out than to lose a close one. It's better for them to get blown out than to lose a close game. You want to see a good game. If it's going to be close, you want your team to win because it's agony. It's agony when y'all lose a close one. When you get blown out, it don't matter. Here's the thing. You start having fun. You get some drinks. You chilling with the people in the thing. Once it gets to a certain point, once you see the game is terminal, you start having a good time. But when it's still close, you got all that stress of the game still being close just to lose. Now I'm going to be angry. If it's a blowout, she can still get blown out. Huh? Y'all see what I'm talking about? I still got the energy. I'm still in a good mood, kind of. We lost, but we weren't even close. So I'm still in a pretty good mood. I don't have a problem. There ain't no issues for me. If we get blown out, she can get blown out. But if it's a close game, I'm gonna be mad. Cause I'm gonna be thinking about that one drop. I'm gonna be thinking about that one missed assignment. The time he tripped over a blade of grass. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I still think it's gotta be, I think there's a special element to when y'all got a duel like that. I think it's great. I think everybody, ladies, even if you don't have a team, it's one or two things you can do. It's one or two things you can do. See, General says I like football stress. It's one or two things you can do. You can either A, root for the team that he roots for. That's option A. Root for the team that he roots for. Now I think that option is a cop out, but I say go for it. You can either root for the team he roots for. That way y'all both find enjoyment. Y'all both, are together on stuff. Then if they lose, y'all can sing last night, me and my woman, we cried together. And then that's what y'all can do. Y'all can cry together. Y'all can be happy together. But I don't think, and I don't know, of course, just because of my virginity, I'm not sure if this to be true or not. But I think if y'all got opposing teams, I think that adds a little spice to the after game. I think that'll add a little something to the post game press conference, huh? That get back, especially if it's a trash talk situation. Y'all talk trash to each other. Oh yeah, I'm writing that movie. Wait till I get on Tubi with this movie. Love and Football. Because you done talk trash to me all game, huh? Now who's going deep? You gotta be able to, man, that's gonna be great. What a film. I can't wait. I can't wait. Love, I'm writing that down on my to-do list. To do. Write movie for Tubi called Love and Football. And since it's for Tubi, I can use anybody as actors. I don't even have, they can be called Love and Football, and we ain't got to be at a football game. Good time. Tubi is garbage television. So that was that. I always recap my weekend when I come through here. Saturday, it seemed like I did stuff, but I didn't. You ever had a weekend that seemed really busy, but you really didn't do a whole lot? I went out, I worked bingo. Let me tell y'all something about bingo. Those ladies, mostly ladies, there's a few gentlemen. Yes, George, you are in. I will be putting out a casting call for that video, for that movies, and you can be a cheerleader, George. You can be a head cheerleader, Joyce Brown. I miss Carnival. Well, you didn't remind me. I would have came out with my thighs out. And is that appropriate for the man? When you go to Carnival as a man, what do the men wear? I know the women wear all the peacock feathers and all that kind of stuff. What do men wear to Carnival? I feel like it's a time of pure freedom. I feel like you should see nothing but backs and sacks. I feel like that's all you should be able to see during Carnival from the guys. Ladies is coming out there, thighs out, all that. Fellas, backs and sacks. That's all you see from the fellas. Yeah, shorts. That's what I thought. Yep, I knew it. Now, I've been to Carnival one time in the Bahamas, man. One of the best times I ever had in my life. I ain't even finna lie to y'all. I was down there in Carnival. I almost didn't come back home. I was in the Bahamas. It was Carnival. There was people all in the streets. It was dancing everywhere. I was eating crab and rice. It was just an amazing time. Amazing. I see how sin happens. Because sin is so easy. I see how it happens. Anyway, I was able to work bingo Saturday morning. Bingo, if you ain't ready for bingo gives you some of the best moments you'll ever have. Bingo will give you some of the best moments you'll ever have in your life. The joy and the agony of bingo. If you ever want to see old women cuss, go to a bingo game. Those old ladies, when they don't win bingo, first of all, the way that those ladies will play 75 bingo sheets at a time. They're doing everything they can to win. I-38, they just going down, bah, 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 bah. You know? And then they'll get close, and you can feel the anticipation. I don't even look up at the board until I've heard enough numbers called. After I've heard enough numbers called, I look up at the board. I'm like, ooh, it's getting ready to get close. And then somebody will win. They'll yell it out. They'll yell bingo like their life depends on it. Bingo! It's crazy how they do it. And once you hear somebody, the first thing you hear is somebody yell bingo. The next thing you hear is everybody else say, ah. Then you start hearing the papers ball up. Ah. If you want to see some old ladies cuss, bingo's the place to go. Them old ladies, they not playing. Man, you're not winning. What's going on, Pope Hill? You're not winning a lot of money every time at bingo. Now, I was in there, and I learned some stuff. They got something called a treasure chest in the bingo. If you win the treasure chest bingo, you get to pick from 3 keys. No, you get to pick from, it's like 20 keys. And it's a treasure chest, and the treasure chest has money in it. Treasure chest on Saturday had $2,000 in there. It was $2,500, $2,500. And the lady won the treasure chest. I was excited for her. I didn't even know the lady. She was able, it turned into a game of Price is Right. R.I.P. Bob Barker, the great. Turned to a game Price is Right. It's like, you get to pick keys. Do you want to pick 1 key, 2 keys, or 3 keys? If she picks 1 key and she opens it, she wins all $2,500. She picks 2 keys, she only gets half, 3, and so on, right? So she picked 3 keys. So she put the first key in, nothing. Second key in, nothing. I sat there and I started praying for the lady. I ain't know her, but I was standing right next to her in the treasure chest, and I was like, Lord, send your anointing on this treasure chest on the third. Let the Holy Ghost win. The Father didn't win. I know the Father can't win. God can't do it. Son, you get in there. Holy Ghost, you get in there. Holy Ghost got in there. She won that money. Won $800. I'd have left. There's no reason for me to stay the rest of the day. I came to bingo, spent $50, won $800. I'm out. She stayed and played. So I did bingo Saturday. Then I performed at a class reunion. Got a standing ovation. So big shout outs to John F. Kennedy High School, JFK High School in Suffolk. They don't exist anymore. But shout outs to the JFK class of 76. The class of 76 had me come and perform comedy. And it was great because they were all people who graduated from high school before I was even born. I actually took some DNA samples from a couple of the men in there just to make sure, they want my daddy. Also, they had one of the greatest things. And what up, though, JP? Denzel, actually, no, I didn't wear the jersey yesterday. I took this jersey out. I didn't do my research before the game yesterday, so I didn't know whether we were wearing white or orange. So I took this jersey out in case we wore white, and we didn't wear white. So I just put it on this morning. I don't have no pants on. Y'all know how it go. It ain't nothing but cheek to seat. Cheeks on the seats. Cheeks on the seats. Cheeks on the seats. So that's how that goes. JFK High School, class of 76. Classic. Listen. Old dudes never fail. If you tell old dudes we can't have no liquor, they gonna have liquor. I'm in there doing my set. Before I do my set, I see 4 or 5 guys walk out to the car. Now they got boxes of food. That was the auspices that they went outside on. They went outside pretending that they were going to take some food to the car. But then I seen them pop the trunk. Ain't nobody putting no chicken dinner in the trunk. I know what you're going to the trunk for, sir. You done kept a little liquor in the trunk. So a lot of them guys, even though there was no liquor to be found at the class reunion, it was some liquor in there. They was coming back with them red cups from outside. When your uncle made that trip to the car, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing in the car. I'm telling you that now. If you ever had a family reunion, a class reunion, any of those things, and the old heads got to keep going to the car, they didn't leave. They're not taking anything to the car. They going to get whatever cheap liquor they got out there sitting in the car. The real pros pack a whole cooler. The real professionals pack a cooler. There you go. Marche seen it. They got a cooler in the trunk. That's the real pros. They got a whole bar back there. Ice. They got mixers. And if you cool enough, you get invited in there. Now, one of the things I did know, class reunions ain't how they used to be. Class reunions, I don't even know if we need them anymore. Class reunions ain't what they used to be. Class reunion used to be a time for you to get out there. Class reunions and homecoming used to be a time for you to get out there and show off and show out. Now, because of the advent of social media, everybody know all your real business. It used to be you didn't hear from people until the class reunion or homecoming. So I remember when I first started going to North State homecoming as an alumni, it was different. People used to rent a car to come down there to make it seem like that's their real vehicle. They'd be down there with a whole Mercedes-Benz, and they know they ride the bus at home, but you had no idea. You had no idea because you couldn't see them in real life. We didn't know what your real life was at home. You pay $40 to $4,500 a night to bring a young lady there and let her pretend to be your lady for the evening, because nobody knew in real life what your wife looked like. They didn't know. They didn't know that you had married a gorilla cookie until now. But now, social media, we know all your life. Everybody knows everything that goes on in your life now. That's what social media has done. Social media has ruined homecoming. You can't even flex the way that you used to. You used to be able to flex on them. It used to be great. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm not going to a class reunion until after I make these millions. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Not till after I make these millions. Because you're supposed to be able to, for a lot of people, high school was traumatic. You're supposed to go back to the only reason you really go to homecoming. People act like it's to see people that they missed or see friends. Ain't nobody got time for that. If y'all was really friends, you would have been talking to them the whole time. Nobody go to the class reunions and homecoming to see their friends. If y'all was friends for real, you would have been talking to them. What you really go to the homecomings and class reunions for is to see how bad people are doing. It's all for showboating. That's all it's for. It's all for making somebody jealous for not choosing you. And that's it. You want to go see, you hoping your crush look terrible. You hoping that girl that gave you heck during third lunch, you hope she's diabetical now. Like, you don't never wish bad on people till homecoming. Class reunions are full of people who don't like each other, sitting in a room pretending to like each other. Now, homecomings and class reunions now is going to be a whole lot different. Because a lot of times you're going to graduate. You might have a graduating class of 300. You might have had 180 ladies, 120 guys. Now those numbers are going to be a lot more even. You started off with 180 ladies, 120 guys. Now you get to play the game of who's still a man and who's still a woman. That's how time has evolved. That's how time has evolved. Time has evolved to a point now where you don't know who used to be your homeboy probably ain't your homeboy no more. You get to play a game of who's had a sex change. And it's going to be interesting. You're going to have a good time with it. Trying to figure out. Did she go from Tina to Tom? That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be now. You got to figure that out. A lot of people now are going to get freedom. They're going to be able to come out. It's going to be that girl that you always wanted to talk to. And you see her at the class reunion. She'll be like, hi, this is my wife. And you be like, yes, that's why. That is why. And there's going to be a feeling that comes over you. But I ain't going to no homecoming, going to no class reunion until I can go flex. I don't want to go no homecoming, no class reunion, and be regular. I'm not going to be regular. I feel like I want to do like Drake said. Drake said I might go to my class reunion just so people have to get security clearance. I want that. That's what I want. I want to go back when I'm that famous. I want to go back when I'm that famous. I want to go back when I'm famous enough that people got to go through security. I want to go back to class reunion where y'all can't even take no pictures. Be on everybody's nerves, and they'll be okay. They'll be all right. That's how I want. That's how I want to ruin the class reunion for people, so I can go back and pay for it. Class reunion is free. Here's the rules. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to go see who's still messing with everybody? It's great. That's the only reason to go. So shout outs to class of '76. They pretended like they liked each other. It was great. It was a lot of them. I think they must have hooked up in high school because a lot of people that was married to each other for 40-something years. But it was still a lot of secrets in that room. You know, it was still a lot of they've been married for 40 years, but for 20 of them, he was still coming over here to see me. He been married to you, Tina, for 40, but he been messing with me for 20 of them. Class reunion. You gotta love it. Today is a masterful Monday, man. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got a doctor's appointment today. I'm starting to get like old people. All I got is doctor's appointments. I'm starting to feel like old people. That's all old people do is have doctor's appointments. I think sometimes old people schedule doctor's appointments just so they can have something to do. But I do have another doctor's appointment today. I try to schedule all of them at the same time. I went to go see my cardiologist the other day. My cardiologist told me again that I was fat. And so now I'm just trying to make relations with a very good crack dealer because he told me, and maybe Marche can help me. I'll talk to Marche about it. But my doctor told me that he needs me down to 225 pounds. And I was like, I ain't been 225 since I was like 8. And so that's where he wants me at. He wants me at 225 pounds. He wants me to keep losing weight. I was like, man, ain't no way I can lose all that weight without some kind of drug supplement. And so now he's telling me to eat nothing. That's what he wants me to eat, basically. He was like, hey, for breakfast, you can have some air. For lunch, you can have some water. And then for dinner, you can have an unsensible dinner. He was like, just have yourself a salad with no dressing. Who wants a salad with no dressing? Who's eating that? Who's eating a salad? I'm going to at least spritz some water on it. He's like, well, if you get some dressing, get you like half a teaspoon for the whole salad. Half a teaspoon of dressing? What is the point? Now, Shannon, make sure I want everybody to know when I say Marche can help me, it's not because Marche sells drugs. It's because Marche works out a lot. Who wants a dry salad? Right, he was like, you just have yourself a salad and you probably no dressing, okay? You have no dressing on your salad. And I was like, dog, I don't know what kind of salad you got me tossing. But I'm finna put, they ain't put salad on that. They ain't put dressing on that. So I don't even know why. I don't even know why you're telling me these things. So I'm back on my super grind. Got to get back to my walking every day, my running, get more salads in my system, I guess, and get my pickleball game back up. So I got to do all that. Got to go to the doctor today. Got some errands to run. So that's cool. But tomorrow night, make sure y'all tune in. Tomorrow night, y'all tune in because I have Second Gear, which is my sports show. It's going to come on tomorrow at 9. Wednesday, I may take off. I might take off. I might not. Wednesday I have shows in Syracuse, New York. So just depending on how it works out, whether I'll be able to broadcast and get to Syracuse. Wednesday I'm in Syracuse. Thursday I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. So that's gonna be fun. We had a good time at Syracuse Funny Bone and Hartford Funny Bone, all kinds of stuff. Football tonight is I don't care versus I could care less. I don't even watch sports television. I can't watch sports. When the Broncos lose, I don't even watch Sports Center for the whole week. I just don't feel as though it's possible for me to do it. Just to give y'all a quick rundown of all the games. Tonight is the Bills versus the Jets. Tonight is Bills versus the Jets. You got the premiere of Aaron Rodgers. So, of course, yesterday, in case you weren't watching, Raiders over the Broncos 17-16. Ravens demolish the Texans 25-9. The Browns go in and upset the Bengals 24-3. I actually called that game. Buccaneers defeat the Vikings because the Vikings just can't get right. The Saints went marching in and beat the Titans 16-15. The Falcons, many people thought the Falcons were going to be really, really, really horrible, but they beat the Panthers 24-10. Jaguars come back from behind to beat the Colts 31-21. 49ers over Steelers 30-7. The Commanders defeat the Cardinals 20-16. One of the best games of the day, the Dolphins and Chargers behind Tua Tagovailoa 36-4 over the Chargers. Dolphins. Eagles squeak one out over the Patriots 25-20. Packers continue their dominance over the Bears 38-20. Rams 30-13 over the Seahawks. A lot of people that had the Rams winning any games this year. 30-30 over the Seahawks. And the Giants decided that they didn't want to play last night. They lose 40-0 to the Dallas Cowboys. 40-0. If you're a Giant fan, you shouldn't even speak right now. The Giant fans have nothing to say about anything. They didn't even. Listen, I could have played the game and the score would have been the same. So that's crazy. That was crazy. So that's how that went. So yeah, we're gonna have another good week, man. Monday is what we do. We motivate on Monday. We start our Mondays off by being positive and knowing that good things are gonna happen. You gotta love on somebody, even if that somebody just happens to be yourself. You gotta make sure that you put a smile on your face in some way, somehow. You can do it. I know you can, man. If we master this Monday, the rest of the week has nothing to do but to bow down to us. And I know it's gonna be a fantastic one. All right, it's gonna be a great day. I know it is because you already are here. And you got part of your sensibilities. I'll be back again tomorrow, man, to try one more time to get it right. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming to see you in the morning.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah.